Have you ever felt stuck at an intermediate level in English? You understand most things, but when it comes to speaking naturally or catching every word from native speakers, it still feels just out of reach? Well, I've been there too. I used to struggle to keep up in conversations, memorize random words that I'd instantly forget, and watch hours of English videos hoping something would click. Till I finally discovered a few simple but powerful strategies that completely transformed the way I listen and speak English. In today's video, I'll share with you the exact methods I used to move from intermediate to advanced and eventually develop that natural feel for the English language that every fluent speaker has. Let's get started. Strategy 1. Input first, output later. Most learners make the same mistake I did at the beginning. They focus too much on speaking before their brain has absorbed enough English. Think about it like this. If you've never heard enough natural English, how can you expect your brain to produce it fluently? Listening and reading, that's your input. Speaking and writing, that's your output. When I started learning, I was doing it all wrong. Almost 80% of my time went into trying to speak. I forced myself to talk before I'd built a solid foundation of understanding. Now, I've flipped that. These days, 80% of my learning time is input, listening, reading, and absorbing the rhythm, tone, and flow of the language. Only about 20% is output, speaking and writing, and that part comes much more naturally now. Here's the key idea. Fluency isn't forced. It emerges when your brain has heard and read enough English to build its own internal system. Before you worry about speaking more, start with listening more. The more English you take in, the more naturally it will start coming out. Strategy 2. Balance intensive and extensive practice. When I talk about intensive practice, I mean the kind where you focus deeply. You pause videos, look up words, repeat sentences, and shadow pronunciation. That's intensive listening. It's powerful, but it also takes a lot of mental energy. On the other hand, extensive listening means you simply consume a lot of English, podcasts, YouTube videos, audiobooks, without stopping every few seconds. You listen for general understanding, not perfection. I used to overanalyze everything. I wanted to understand every word. But that only made me tired and frustrated. Then I learned to balance the two. Now I do both: short, focused listening sessions for accuracy and long, relaxed sessions for fluency. Your brain needs both. The intensive practice sharpens your skills. The extensive practice builds your endurance. Don't treat every study session like an exam. Sometimes just enjoy the language. Watch a movie, listen to a podcast, read a fun novel. That's how you make English a part of your life, not just a subject you study. Strategy 3. The Todoku principle. Read and listen for fun. There's a Japanese learning method called Todoku, which means extensive reading. It's all about reading or listening to material that's easy and enjoyable. Many learners make the mistake of choosing things that are way too hard, complicated novels or advanced news articles. Then they get stuck, pausing every 10 seconds for translations. But here's the truth. You'll learn more from reading 10 pages of a simple, interesting book than from struggling through one difficult page that makes no sense. Pick something fun. If you enjoy fantasy, read fantasy. If you like self-help, read that. The key is that you can understand most of it without a dictionary. That's how you create consistency. And consistency is what builds fluency. Strategy 4. Create an English environment around you. You don't need to move to an English-speaking country to immerse yourself in the language. I didn't. I built my English environment right where I lived. Through my phone, my playlists, my friends, and even my thoughts. Here's how you can do it too. Change your phone and app language to English. Follow English-speaking YouTubers, creators, and podcasters. Keep a small notebook where you only write in English. Join online communities or language exchange groups. The idea is to surround yourself with English so that it becomes your daily environment. C2-level learners don't just study English, they live in English. Strategy 5. Move from translation to intuition. At the beginning, we all rely on translation. It's natural. But if you want to become truly fluent, you need to stop translating and start thinking in English. Translation slows you down. Instead of speaking naturally, your brain is constantly switching between two languages, and that creates a mental blockage. Here's how to fix that. Use English to explain English. When you learn a new word, don't translate it into your native language. Instead, look up its English definition or ask AI, like ChatGPT, to explain it in simple English. Use images and context. Our memory is stronger when we connect words with pictures or real experiences. This is known as dual coding theory. So whenever you learn a new word, try to visualize it or connect it with an image. Notice small differences. For example, words like angry, annoyed, furious, and resentful may all seem similar, but each one feels different. The goal is to feel that difference, not just know the translation. That's what advanced fluency really is, not perfect grammar, but deep understanding and intuition. Bonus tip: organize your learning time. Reaching fluency isn't only about methods, it's also about consistency. You can use productivity tools like a Keyflow or Notion to plan your learning schedule, track your goals, and stay motivated. When you manage your time well, you'll make faster progress without feeling overwhelmed. Even spending just 30 focused minutes a day can bring big results, as long as you stay consistent. So, to recap, focus on input first, output later. Balance intensive and extensive practice. Read and listen for fun, not perfection. Create your own English environment. Move from translation to intuition. These 5 strategies completely changed the way I learned English, and they can do the same for you. Remember, fluency isn't about studying harder. It's about learning smarter and enjoying the process along the way. If you found this video helpful, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe for more advanced English tips. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.